Chaos Blur.
Alright, how we doing this morning? This is probably Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. Thank you very much for tuning into a special morning stream of Sonic Colors Ultimate on the PlayStation 4. A game that holds a lot of positive memories for me for a number of reasons, both the original and the remake. But, yeah, even though technically I think probably the original might play a little better, I still keep going back to the remake. It's just easier to play. I can just boot up my PS4, PS5, and just get into it. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do this morning here. And, you know, we got some cool, like, sort of Sonic Color-themed rewards this morning. And also just, you know, the good old usual fun that you'd expect to have with Chaos Blur. So that's going to be on display as well. It is the beginning of the weekend. I wanted to get a stream going. I definitely wanted to make up for last stream with the Dream stream, which just, you know, was fun. But there were a lot of issues there, mainly with the graphics and all that. And I, you know, can't guarantee that's not going to happen today. But, got everything set up the only way I know how. So without any further ado, we're going to get our adventure started as we usually do in the Tropical Resort area. Oh, hold on. We got a redeem already. And yes, indeed, it is Sonic. YOLO, I'm Sonic. Man, I don't know about this Bobby guy, but I'm going to do my thing here and just take care of some of Robotnik's henchmen. You still call him Robotnik? Bit of a 90s reference, isn't it? Hey, what are you getting at? All right. Welcome, Big Mac. Nice to see you today. Well, sort of see you. We'll just kind of just see your reward redeem, which is some indication to me that we are being watched. Always a good idea. Always a good thing. We're going to go ahead and check out Tropical Resort Act 1 and make our way through there. This is, of course, the first level you see when you boot up the game. Very fun, simple level, but a good way to open up Sonic Colors. I got my purple gloves, some of the cosmetics that you can buy in this game that were not in the original. Gotta get used to controls again, because I'm used to Sonic Frontiers as far as newer Sonic games go. The rumble in this game is weird, because, like, you rumble, like, for stuff as simple as, like, hitting the floor, but you don't always rumble when you boost or hit certain things. Like, for hitting that boost, I did not get any rumble in my controller, but for hitting enemies and even just hitting the ground without hitting anything, there's like a slight rumble in the controller. I don't get it. This is what I mean about the certain features were not, like, optimized for this remake. I mean, graphics are marginally better. Keep in mind this was originally a Wii game. Okay, the drill actually has a pretty responsive rumble. I don't know if they updated this game, because I actually don't remember the rumble being really anything. It's like, specific anyway. Have I gotten all the red star rings in this level? That's always something I look for. I have not. So, I guess I could be on the lookout for one of those if I see it. I think I already might have missed my chance to get it, because we're getting toward the end of the level. This is a pretty short level. There are, well, oh no, there's another part to this level. Or am I thinking of Act 2? I think I'm thinking of Act 2. We'll find out momentarily. But yeah, this is like the end of the level here. Yeah, so wherever that 5th star ring was, or technically 4th star ring, I would have found it already. It would have been earlier in the level, but it's all good. Let's see how we did here, and also smash up some numbers in the process. Hey, we got an A. As you can see, Big Mac's a big Sonic Adventure 2 fan. The score values are a lot higher in this game. You need like 1,000,000 points or so to get what's called an S rank, which is even better than A rank. But hey, I'll take the A rank. No problem there. More Sonic Colors Ultimate right now. All right, all right, all right. Act 2, Tropical Resort. Also missing a star ring here. I know going under here can get you a star ring, but I think I already collected the one that's down here. Too early moo. Alright, what's going on, Toaster? Thanks for tuning into some Sonic Colors Ultimate action. Or Ultimately Colorful Sonic, as I've heard it called by the aforementioned Big Mac. Right now, actually.
It's Herpy.
Herpy! Oh, yeah.
Hello, Big Mac.
What am I looking for? I got one more. Well, that's the end of the Elgato. It did last the whole 7 minutes. The question is, will it stabilize? We'll find out momentarily. Oh, it did. I mean, I do enjoy this classic. By classic, I mean 2010. See, I am glad they remade this game, because there really were not a lot of ways to play this game outside of, like, the Wii, or, like, you had to plug in a GameCube controller to get the best controls for it. Sonic Generations, on the other hand, I don't think really needed a remake. But it got one, or it's going to get one this fall. Now, they've added some shadow content to maybe make it worth it more, but we'll see. I'll end up buying it, because I buy every Sonic thing they crap out, but... They're also making a Sonic Fall Guys type of game called Sonic Rumble. Ah, I could have figured that out. Whoa! There you go. Alright, another A rank, another level down here. Taking our tour through Sonic Colors. And hopefully you're both having a good morning. Appreciate you tuning in, watching some of this Sonic Colors mayhem unfold before our eyes. You got Act 3 coming up, as you might imagine. Where are these star rings I'm missing? I'm missing 2 in this level. That's not a star ring, but I'll take it. This part here reminds me exactly of a part in Sonic Unleashed, in terms of the quick stepping. That was easy. Let's see if I missed a star ring by not going that way. Apparently not. Whee! Yahoo! Let's see. I've never actually gone back this far. Oh, now we see why, because I just died. Nothing like off the beaten path. Not that you can even go that way, but yeah, I've been through these levels a number of times. Obviously, I'm not something I'm missing because I never get these red star rings. Oh, hold on. It's a spike. It may or may not stabilize. But if it doesn't, we will deactivate it. Hold on. There's a couple ways to go here as well. While that was cool, it did not really help me. Ah. I'll bite. Whoa. Alright, a room that just has another drill power up in it. Brilliant, Sonic team, brilliant. Oh, damn it, what did I miss? I thought I saw something before I hit the bumper there. Thanks, Tails. I'm super useless. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's not holding on. Let's see if there's like a red ring hidden here. There's not. Alright. Where the hell are these red rings? Like, even if I slow down, I don't find them. That's a laser power up. Hold on. There, where is it? It's under the, I see it. What does that really do? Not much. I know about this other way down here. It doesn't get you a red ring though. Celtics make Boston proud because the Red Sox cannot. Honestly, see, the thing is, the Red Sox, they're about where I thought they'd be. They're like a 500 team. They can't beat the Rays. They definitely can't beat the Orioles. I haven't seen them play the Yankees yet, but I can guess how that's going to go. So, like, I can't really, like, they're doing about how I thought. Actually, in some ways, they're doing better than I thought because they're starting pitching for, you know, as bad as the whole team is not that bad. You took a team in the Red Sox last year that were a last-place team, and you added nothing to it. And they're actually not a last-place team. They're like a third-place team this year, or fourth place, whatever. So, I mean, what did you expect? Like, I don't... It's like if you have a car that, like, doesn't have good brakes, and you don't fix the brakes, like, it's not going to be able to stop. Like, I don't... That's like the Red Sox. Like, if you don't do anything to address the issues of the team, you're going to have the same issues on the team. Like, this is not, like, a huge deal. Like... Literally, they didn't make any deals. They got a couple of utility infielders. Like, I mean, this is not, like, a team that was really trying to be good. So why would I be, like, oh, they're not good? Oh, my God. Like, why would I be surprised? Like, you mean the team did nothing? And, the fact that they're even in this position is just luck. If they do anything above this, it's just luck. Because, I mean, this is not hard to figure out. Like, this is general management at its worst. Like, let's do nothing to improve the team. Like, I don't think anyone's surprised they're bad. Like, and they're not even that bad, to be honest. Like I said, the expectations are so low, all they had to do was be mediocre, and that's about what they've been. So I'm not going to sit here and really complain about it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, like I said, I was not that invested going into the season, and so far I've been right. Roll. Yeah, I mean, they've gone on a couple runs. They started the season against the West Coast teams. They're actually pretty good, which is, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, they are what they are. They're gonna lose against the AL East. Like, they're just going to. Everybody, like, I watch Nesson sometimes, and like every time they play like, the Orioles and the Rays, they're like, "Oh, you have to win these games." I'm like, "Yeah, you have to win them. They're not going to. Like, they're just not that good. They can beat the White Sox. They can beat. Hell, I don't even know if they can beat the Royals this year, because the Royals are actually like a pretty good team this year. But yeah, they can beat probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 teams in the American League. I don't want to say handily, but they can beat them. They had a pretty good series against the Nationals, Pirates, even the Cubs, who are not a bad team. But like, they're not going to beat the Yankees. They're not going to beat even the Rays, who aren't having a great season for the Rays. They just never beat the Rays. The Blue Jays will probably beat them. Like, so I mean, they're not going to win these games because they couldn't win them last year. They're not equipped to. I don't know why, but I'm not the general manager. I'm not supposed to know these things. But I could do what the general manager did, which was basically nothing. I could sit there and go, let's add nothing to the team and spend about as much money as they did. So it's not really that hard to figure out. Yeah, they can go on a run. They can win 8 out of 10. They can win 5 out of 7, whatever. But it's not going to be against the Rays or the Yankees or anything. And they might slip out a couple wins against those teams. I mean, look at they beat the Rays in like 12 innings, 1 game in that series. That's about how I expect that to go. I expect them to maybe squeak out a win against Tampa Bay and Toronto and whoever else. You know, they'll win a couple of those. Everybody wins a couple of those. But, like, it's so hard. Like, when they play the AL East, like, if they beat them, it's like a nail-biter, like, 2-1, 3-2 type of game, and they barely win that damn thing. But if they lose, they're out by, like, the second inning. Like, that's just how... That's the difference between the teams in the AL East. Like, yeah, they'll beat the Rays in 12 innings, and... you know, and barely beat them, and the Rays have to make a couple errors. They'll do that once in a while. But, you know, no one should be surprised they lose the other 3 games. Like, that'll be the show. I mean, that's it. I apparently am the GM because I did as much as they did. And, I mean, hell, I even had a couple other ideas. Like anything. I mean, there were players. It's not like there weren't players to get. You know, I know the big prizes were like Shohei Ohtani and, you know, the big names. But, I mean, there were other players they could have gotten if they didn't want to spend all that money. But they got nobody. They basically, to me, they acted like a team that's like, hey, you know, we're so good, or, you know, we're in a good position. We don't need to do anything. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I don't know if that comment is racist or just really dumb, but, yeah, I'm not doing that. So June, we get off the club. I'm going to say the Royals have been a pleasant surprise this year. I mean, they're like, what? I don't know, 5 or 6 games over 500, maybe even more. I don't think you're going to go off the cliff. I don't think you're going to, like, win the division, but, again, the Royals did more than the Red Sox. They got Michael Walker for their rotation. They actually have a couple of players I've heard of. They signed their guy, Bobby Witt, or whatever his name is. It surprised me. They signed him to, like, a really big deal. I've heard the name. I didn't know he was that good, that he's worth, like, an 8-year contract extension, but, hey. Good for the Royals, something the Red Sox never do, except with Devers, locking up their young players. I have to laugh, and obviously it's still early, but the Red Sox actually locked up Rafael Devers with like that 10-year deal, which I thought there was no chance they do that. I'm glad I was wrong, because I like Devers, but since he signed that deal, he actually hasn't been all that great. Like, this year, he's batting like 280 with like 4 home runs. Last year, he had a decent season, but, like, basically they let, like, Bogarts and Betts go, because they had to let somebody go, I guess. Couldn't afford them all. And the guy they kept, at least so far, in Devers, has not been terrible, but it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of funny how they're either just really bad at, like, evaluating talent, or, I don't know. Like, I hear about all these. Like, if you listen to the GMs of the Red Sox, like, we're going to have, like, a championship team in, like, a year or two with some of these minor league guys, like Marcel Meyer or whatever. Bruins got robbed. I mean, I know the Bruins played. I know they lost to the Panthers. I'm not really familiar with how that series is going, but yeah, I'm not that I'm not a Bruins fan. To me, the Bruins are almost like, I don't want to say like the Red Sox, but hockey in general has a feeling where you could be like the best team in the league one year, and then you can bring back a similar team. It's actually the opposite of baseball. I mean, the Bruins last year were like the best team in the league, or like record-wise. They got clobbered. Well, not clobbered, but they lost the first round. This year's team, I heard, was pretty decent, but I also, I don't know. Bruins, whatever. Celtics are where I'm putting all my money. Hey, what's going on? Quite? I'm not even sure what that means, but hey, Randy, how you doing? Well, no, the Bruins, they might win eventually. I mean, they've been to, like, I think 4 Stanley Cups in the last, like, 12 years. I don't know, but they won in 2011. They lost in 2013. They lost in 2018. So they've been to 3 Stanley Cups in the last, like, 10 or so years. Yeah, Celtics are where all my money's on. I mean, they've got either the Pacers or the Knicks to play. I don't know if that's been decided yet. I might actually make a video on them soon because I do feel like, and I still have, I know it's a long time, but I still have a bad taste in my mouth from last year. Like, I know they beat the Heat in this year's playoffs, but like, I still feel like that series was absolutely ridiculous. That they were down 3-0 to the Miami Heat in the first place, and then they show you that they can win. The Celtics with Tatum and Tatum, Brown, even Marcus Smart, who a lot of people like to throw in there as kind of like the blame, like the scapegoat, like for why the Celtics couldn't reach their potential. When, so far, I guess that's looking to be right because this was like their best season in years. They won 64 games, number 1 seed in the East, number 1 seed in the NBA. But, I mean, some people want to blame that on Marcus Smart, like, oh, you got rid of Smart, you added Porzingis. I think it has more to do with the fact that you added Porzingis. Oh, it's Game 7 for Pacers-Knicks. I think they should beat either one of those teams. But then again, for years I said they should beat the Miami Heat, and they have beaten them like 2 of the last 5 meetings or whatever it's been, 2 of the last 4. So for whatever reason, the Miami Heat had the Celtics number at one point. So who knows? The Pacers could give them a tough game, the Knicks could give them a tough game. I did predict Celtics-Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. For whatever reason, it just felt like one of those seasons where that could happen. The Knicks are the number 2 seed, so they're no slouch. They're not, a juggernaut, but they're not like, they didn't just slip in. Like they're a high seed in the playoffs. They played the Celtics pretty tough in the regular season, as did the Pacers. So I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk, but I think they should win. I think they should win in at most 6 games. Please don't make it go 7 and have this nail biter just like last year at the TD Garden. Like, let's take care of business. Let's get to the finals, and after that, I mean, I still want them to win the finals, but it's going to depend on if Denver can pull their series out. Because the Denver Nuggets, to me, are the team I most fear as a Celtics fan. Like, the Celtics only played them twice, but they didn't beat them either time. Close game at Boston. I think the Nuggets were the team to end the Celtics' like 20-game home winning streak at one point. And then they played them again in Denver, and it really wasn't close. I think it was like a 15-point game that they lost. But more than those results, and no, I'm not DJing today. I don't know why you have to ask that every single Saturday. Like, I'm sure eventually I will be DJing, but it's not really something I like talking about. But, what was I saying? The Nuggets, I know they can beat the Nuggets, the Celtics. Can they beat them in a 7-game series? That's the whole thing. I woke up last night, started panicking thinking I had work today, so I realized it's my day off. It really is. I've had a weird, because I had Monday off, so I'm working like Tuesday through Saturday, so I am working later today. But, beat the Chicken Nuggets. I could beat the Chicken Nuggets. So the Denver Nuggets are a team in the NBA, for those who aren't as informed. But yes, the world champion right now of the basketball world is the Denver Nuggets. Not Chicken Nuggets, but Gold Nuggets. John seems okay. And, I don't know, I completely lost my train of thought here. Well, that's cool. We got people watching. We got Sonic Colors on the docket. Fun game. Good to see everybody here today. As usual, bright and early here. Not even 10 o'clock. I do have work later, but yeah, like I said, I was getting my days mixed up because, I started my work week on a Tuesday, so I kept thinking it was, Monday. Everything sucks. We need to fix it. Me, yeah, really. to me, the hitting, kind of like the pitching, kind of got lucky in the beginning. Like, they had Tyler O'Neill hitting like a home run every other game. And they had, I don't even know who the fuck's on the team anymore, the Red Sox, outside of Devers. Like, Rafaela, they had, they had some players. And, just like any team, just like I was saying, how they could beat anybody, like, randomly. Yeah, every now and then those guys, Ishmael Valdez, whoever the hell they have, they'll go on a run. They'll bat 300 for a week or two, and everybody will think, oh, we found the solution. You haven't. Same thing in the NFL, since you brought up the Patriots. Like, there have been quarterbacks. I don't know if anyone remembers Matt Flynn for the Green Bay Packers. Like, he took over because I think Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre, whoever it was at the time, got injured, and he had like a 5-touchdown game. This is like freaking Matt Flynn, like pretty much career, what do you call it, backup. Had a great game, so great that I think, like, I don't know if it was Seattle or somebody signed him, like, immediately, like Oakland or something. That's all it takes, because they're like, oh, Matt Flynn had this huge game. Like, he's going to be the next great quarterback. We got to sign him, like, right now before anyone else figures it out. Well, guess what? He never had another 5-touchdown game again. He never really amounted to a whole... I mean, he wasn't a terrible quarterback, but that's my point. Is these guys in the Red Sox could have, like, a 2-home-run game once in a while. It doesn't mean they're, like, the future. Oh, please. Tom Brady is the GM. He would cheat. I mean, they did probably win a few more games until people figured it out. I mean, obviously, he would deflate the freaking baseballs. Not sure how you deflate a baseball, but that cheating son of a bitch would find a way. More Sonic Colors right now. Chaos. Alright. That is my Twitch name, technically. Not technically, it is. B? I did really well on that level. B? I do find that ironic. Well, I already said that. She learned it from him. She learned how to cheat. I mean, what do you expect? You know a cheater. You learn some things. You're just mad the Red Sox cheat better than you. I mean, I'm not saying the Yankees haven't cheated. I mean, hell, technically the Red Sox were caught for cheating. Every generic man that's insanely rich and sucks. Well, finally, you're on my side as far as hating Tom Brady. I can honestly never tell where you stand with him. More hating on Tom Brady right now. We just do a whole stream where we just hate Tom Brady the whole stream. Just like forget about the roast of Tom Brady. Like, every stream will just be the roast of Tom Brady. Like, I don't need a special event for that. Like Irv, all right. And then when we're not roasting Tom Brady, we'll roast Irv, another white guy that Toaster doesn't even know. Like, he knows more about Tom Brady than Irv because he doesn't actually know Irv in person, and not that he knows Tom Brady in person, but. I mean, don't get me started with Irv. You're hateful. Oh, please. That's not. I mean, I'm flattered, but I hate a lot of people. To tell him, Toaster. My hatred is not limited to Tom Brady, the Patriots, or anything like that. Keep showing up as a suggested. I'm sorry. Probably because he technically lives in your area. I mean, actually, yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not going to give away your area, but I'm just saying he does live in your area. Why did I go this way? You only need to go this way to get the red ring that I've already gotten. Why would I want to be a fan of the Patriots? I just like that they're all surprised that the team sucks now they don't have Brady. Like, what did they think was going to happen? Like, they're all like, I can't believe we suck. It's like, yeah, well, it's almost like your whole team was based on one guy. Like, even the Colts did a better job after Peyton Manning. I mean, they're nothing special either. One of those single dudes that have nothing going on. I mean, I'm not going to... Like, as much as I'll bash her for, like, what he does work-wise, I'm not going to get into his personal life. I mean, whatever. He's not, like... I'm trying to think of, like, a way to compliment him without really complimenting him. Like, you're not a terrible person, but I don't know. I'm a little biased, but I'm also not going to be like, oh, he's a loser. Like, I don't know. I mean, he has his own business. I don't. He's accomplished some stuff. I'm not. Our goals don't line up. That's my nice way to say it. Irv and I have different goals, and mine aren't the same as his, and that's fine. Problem is, I don't make him follow my goals, but I have to follow his. That's where the kind of unevenness of it comes in. You know, like, I try not to bother anybody unless it's something I really need help with. That's just me. Like, nothing that, and not that I don't think people can help me. I just prefer to do things myself. or at least try to. And, you know, I understand I don't run a business. It's a little different when you have employees, but, like, that's the thing, is he tries to make it like we're friends, but I'm also his employee. That's where it gets weird, because I can't have, if I had employees, like, as much as it would sound kind of mean, I can't, like, be friends with them. Like, it just, and he tries to do both, and it's like, so then when he starts, like, asking me to help him, it's like, is he asking me to help him like a buddy, or like a guy he pays? Like, that's when it just gets weird. And I resisted it for years, because he's always been trying to, like, find things we have in common, or, you know, like, he's basically tried to build a friendship knowing that sometime down the line this would happen, and, you know, it'd be a lot harder for me to leave if he was my genuine friend. So I feel like he's purposely been trying to do that for years, like, oh yeah, let's hang out, you know, like, you like malls, you like this, you like that, whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm not, I see right through this. Like, I'm not, you know, I'll work for you, fine, I'll do a few gigs, whatever. I'm not going to be your friend so that somewhere down the line I get torn between, do I help my friend, or, you know, am I helping my boss? Like, that was never going to happen. And he still tries. He still tries to be like, oh, you playing any good video games lately or whatever? Like, I get it. I'm not saying we have to be complete dicks to each other, but, like, it's so obvious that his efforts to make friends with me is more so that, you know, it's just insurance, basically. It's like, oh, you know, if I need him in the future, I can play the friend card. But he can't play that because we're not technically friends. And I've kind of made sure that we're not. And I know that makes me sound like a dick, but his friendship never really felt like it came from a genuine place. It just kind of felt like, hey, what's another way to keep this guy around in case he, God forbid, I don't know, finds another job or something crazy like that. Is that another player? It doesn't even say her name, even though I know exactly who it is. Is that the new Mario Black and White? Why did it say her name? It's so funny that showed up, though. That would be a Pokemon game, wouldn't it? Like Pokemon Black and White. I think there is a Pokemon Black and White. What am I doing here? I'll use the rocket. Who could it be? Hold on, Bex. I'm not sure. We'll solve this mystery.
Morgan Bex.
I do enjoy it. Is that the new Pokemon? Well, not Pokemon. I just said Pokemon. I don't know. I'm glad Bex is here, because now we can stop talking about Irv and all this other crap. Sonic eats kale. Oh, man, now you made me mad again. No, Sonic eats a mountain full of junk food like this because he's cool. He's way past cool, some would say. You know what? I don't know where this red ring is, and I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not even going to look for it. I do enjoy, I'm a graphics banner with the Jessie. Yeah, I was telling her about how in my last stream I didn't just get a graphic designer, I got a professional banner. Like, I don't know if they make banners or they are one, I don't know. This part here was always kind of cool, but I can never figure out how to navigate it. They might. Hadn't thought about it that way. Where is this? See, this part I always thought was interesting. There's like a whole secret part of this level that, like, I can never... That's where one of the... Well, no, I think I already got that red ring. But I do appreciate that level design, that is there if you want it. They made the drifting a little bit better in the remake. The drifting was never great in this game. More right now. Yeah, a little belated birthday wishes to Bex, whose birthday was yesterday. Of course, I wished her a happy birthday then, but I know it's bad luck in Germany to say happy birthday early. I assume it's not bad luck to say it late. But yeah, it was Beck's birthday yesterday, so hopefully she had a good one. Alright, good. Which is weird because, you would think, you know, Germans being punctual, belated would be worse. If you think you'd rather be early than on time. More, right now. Late is fine. Yeah, I don't know why early's bad. That's all I want to know. It's okay, but frowned upon. Well, it's got to be one or the other, because I don't want to be, like, throwing bad luck on somebody because I said it early. I don't think we have that in America. I know saying it early is not great either, but I don't know if I forgot what act I just played. God damn it. I feel like it's too early for Act 5, but you know what? I'll roll with it. Whee! Alright, hold on. Alright, I have all the red rings, so I don't need to worry about that bullshit. Red rings do something. If you get them all, you get supersonic. So I've never gotten supersonic in either the original or the remake. All I know is the other German birthday tradition I know is that if the birthday person takes people out to dinner, they have to pay, which I always thought was kind of ridiculous. So I'm just going to wait for everyone else's birthday if I'm in Germany. I'm not going to go out to dinner on my birthday. Like, oh, it's your birthday? Yeah, I'll be right over. Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, sorry, feeling sick, can't go. That's not really... I could swear I read that somewhere. Maybe it's not German. Maybe it's another European country. But, like, I thought it was like when it's your birthday, if you take people out to dinner, you have to pay. As opposed to the other way around like it is here. Generally, anyhow. It's because the demons that are listening would then invade. Oh, so I see. So there is a lore to it. It's like a story. It's like they're like the Terminator, like the whole thing going back in time, trying to kill you before it can happen. Except I guess it's going into the future at that point. But it's like, okay, I get it now. The demons. Wouldn't the demons know when your birthday is? Like, these are pretty stupid demons. They don't even know that. Like, Tom Brady and your team has none. Tom Brady is better. Yes, we get it. The Patriots fans suck. I do love the variety of topics we get on this channel, though. You know, German birthday rules, you know, sports in general, and hating Tom Brady. Oh, and we can't forget the topic of hating my middle-aged boss that nobody knows but me, who's a DJ. And not a bad DJ, I'll add. I mean, for all the insults, I mean, he's been doing it for a while for a reason. He is pretty good. Brady is not the best, but that's another story. More right now. I just enjoy the little pop-up messages, and I enjoy that it said a player. Usually it says her name. It's like the German birthday superstitions of America football. You sure this is the real Bex and not a bot? Because that almost sounded like a bot message. Well, I don't know how you can cheat at a superstition, but he does cheat, so... he'd find a way. He would break a mirror and be like, nope, I get 7 years of good luck. You'd be like, bullshit you do. Ow. Ow. Every time Chaos Blur says, ow, take a drink. Ow. Totally legit. Hey, I don't get that one either. I didn't make any of these up. It's so weird going back to Sonic Colors after playing Sonic Frontiers. I just died. Like, the controls, when this game first came out, I thought the controls were pretty good, and they are. But Sonic Frontiers just has so much better controls, and also more of this game is in 2D, so that's also kind of throwing me, because when it shifts to 3D, it just doesn't feel as good. Because Frontiers is meant to be 3D for the most part. So when Frontiers goes 2D, it's not really that big a deal, because most of it's in 3D. Whereas in this game, it's kind of the opposite. Like, it's easy to design 2D controls, I feel like. Also, the level design in this game is literally very blocky at times, which can be annoying. Still one of my favorite Sonic games, though. If for no other reason, then it's like one of the more original games they've made up in the last, like, 12, 15 years. I like how it glitches for no reason. May or may not stabilize, though. Hopefully it does before the boss. We'll find out. Speaking of breaking things, I break these numbers. Hey, yo. Alright. Now it's time for the aforementioned boss. How is Colors? Oh, Colors is goddamn. Colors is so much better than Forces. So Colors came out first. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's better automatically, but to me, what made Forces such an insult? Oh, hold on. Let me just talk about why Colors is better. Better environments, more originality, better bosses, which I'm actually fighting one right now. The color powers, which are what allow you to like kind of take shortcuts through the level. There's just more creativity. I'm not saying you're right. The gameplays are similar. In fact, I want to say Forces is based on the same engine, which again just comes off as lazy because Forces came out 7 years after freaking Colors. But Colors are Kale, definitely Sonic Colors, not Sonic Kales. Forces is just a lousy game. Like Toaster can back me up on that. I mean, I'm not saying Colors is like the best game, but it's a much better game. Colors is when Sega still had some heart for Sonic. Like, I don't know how to describe that, but like they just put much more effort into this game. Gruncoal? Isn't coal like cabbage to begin with? Like, which is already green? Watch out, watch out, watch out. Not really the end of the... I will say some of these bosses are painfully easy, but they're also not bad. I'd rather have a boss that's over quickly than some of the bosses that drag on. No, I know, and I'm not saying... I mean, Forces, for all the crap I give it, it's not unplayable. It's not, like, terrible. It's just not a game I generally revisit. Like, I would rather revisit this game. And this game, by the way, is not a super long game either. Like, one of my criticisms of Forces is that it's like, you can beat it in 2 hours. I think you can beat this game in like 3 hours. So it's not like this game is super long. But I feel like what's here is like a mile better than what's in Forces. So if you're going to make a short game anyway, at least have it be more fun. I think this game really captures like a lot of what makes Sonic fun better than Forces does. Which Forces had a chance to at least be something good because of the story. But even the story in that game is not that good. Like, it's just an L in a lot of ways, you know, and again, it's not objectively a terrible game. It's probably like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 game. Whereas this might be like an 8 out of 10 game to me anyway. I don't know. I do enjoy this level, even though they cranked the brightness up to 1,000 on the freaking remake. I mean, the original was bright too, but not like this. This really puts the colors in Sonic Colors. More Sonic Colors right now. I feel like they also slowed this part down to make it easier. Like, I feel like a lot of the remake they made easier when this game was never that hard to begin with. Like, those enemies used to move a little faster. Hey, what's going on, Polluted Turtle? Thanks for tuning in this morning. I would fire off your intro, but it seems like every time I fire off an intro or sneeze, the Elgato does some weird shit. Not that it probably still will now that I just said that. But what's going on? Good morning to you. We got a little, Sonic Saturday morning Sonic, however you want to call it. We're on the network. On the network, I mean this one channel that I run all of. I really am not gonna. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I will definitely try not to sneeze. More not sneezing right now. An entire stream where if I sneeze, the stream ends. Like, it could be like a 3-hour stream, but if I sneeze once, the stream ends. That should be the gimmick. On the flip side, if I don't sneeze like all day, the stream just keeps on going. Or if I sneeze in the first 5 minutes, then it's over. Hey yo. Hey, yo, let's take out all these little buggers. Don't sneeze, talent, CD, stream, win. I don't understand the last two words, but I don't know about the don't sneeze part. Oh, challenge. I mean, I don't know how that would be a challenge. I feel like my sneezing is fairly random. Like, I've gone days where I just don't sneeze at all. Then other days I'm sneezing all day. So I don't really know how I would even, like, would I put, like, pepper in the room or something to make it more difficult? Like, I don't know. What would be the challenge part of it? Like, other than just not sneezing? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's not like a necessary thing to sneeze a lot of times. Every now and then I might stifle a sneeze, but there's not really a lot of sneezing going on here. There have been some streams where I sneeze. This whole thing just started because I was joking about the Elgato being, like, you know, weird like that, but it probably would glitch if I freaking sneezed. You know what? I'll go with that. It probably would glitch just from me sneezing. It would send a shockwave through the computer into the USB cable that would make it so that I freaking tank the stream or something. I mean, I know you're joking, but I'm not. Strangely enough, I really do believe that. I wish I was joking, but I believe that any bodily function I have will somehow go through my computer into the capture card and break the graphics. It makes no sense, which is why I believe it. What are your beliefs based on? The nonsense? What do you mean? I mean, like, if it can't happen, I believe it will. Find your system of beliefs fascinating. Yeah, they're alright. Ooh, these things. And yes, these things will crush you. They don't give a fuck. But you can also technically, and I'm trying to do it right now, you can climb over them. Or you could just do this and take the bumper. If you want to be, you know, take the easy way out. Hey, yo! Whee! Yeah, this is also, like, this level's like, what, 4.5 minutes? It's one of the longer levels in the game, but there's still plenty of levels that are 3 minutes or more. In Sonic Forces, the majority of the levels are like a minute or two long. Like, if you're really good, and hell, even if you just skip the cutscenes, you can beat the whole game in like an hour and a half. Like, it's not even that it's like easy or hard. It's just that the levels are that freaking short. There's like 30 levels in the game. I think there's like 36 levels in this game, and it's like, yeah, it's a really short game, and it's not even like it's a really fun game. It doesn't do anything you haven't seen before. I'm not saying this necessarily does either, but at least you have the color powers and you have some pretty cool environments to explore. Like, Sonic Forces literally just feels so uninspired. Like, your environments are Green Hill Zone, a destroyed-looking city, a kind of, like, the Death Egg. I'd say it's a factory, but it's supposed to be the Death Egg, because we haven't seen that a million times. Like, the few new things it does are just blah. Like, I don't know how to describe it. That to me is like the biggest offense of Sonic Forces. Because as much as I hate Sonic 06 as a game, like, you can't say they didn't try. Like, they had some weird ass shit going on in Sonic 06. But you know what? They had some shit going on. Like, it was weird and we didn't really get it, but Sonic Forces is just content with being like a you know, 7 out of 10 game with a very basic plot and not much else. Like that's it. Like, I'm not saying I want the Sonic 06, but like, I kind of want the ambition that Sonic 06 could have been, but it just seemed like Sonic Team cared more back in, like, you know, those days that are technically called the Sonic Dark days, you know, when Sonic made some really weird games, and they were weird games, but now you have kind of this homogenized era of just like, hey, make the game as, like, basic as possible so that people will at least like it. They might not love it, but at least they can't complain. That's basically what happened to Sega, is like years of getting beat down by all the people who mocked Sonic 06, and rightfully so, by the way. The game was full of bugs. Like, Sega just misses the point. It's not that we didn't like it because it was creative. We didn't like it because it just wasn't designed well. Like, there's a way to still do that, but it's like Sega kind of put the middle finger to all of us and was like, you know what? You guys don't want it. We're just going to make a game where you go really fast as Sonic in a straight line and you hit a couple of enemies and that's it. That's your game. So I feel like we kind of got the Sonic game we asked for, just Sega also kind of acted like a brat about it. You know, whereas Sonic Adventure 2 had all that, but also was a much more interesting game with different environments. It's like, they can do it. Like, this whole premise that they can't make like a fun 3D Sonic game is complete bullshit. They just either don't want to, or, you know, for what it's worth, I thought Frontiers was a fun game that they actually put some effort into, but I even think there was areas for improvement on that game, and I'm not even getting to the pop-in yet, but I will. But anyway, let's play this game. This has the same glitch where Sonic doesn't, like, appear in the level until, like, just there. Yeah, same. I mean, I feel like that game, which is like 18 years old now, has done so much damage to Sonic's reputation that it has actually, like, influenced, like, you know, I don't know if it influenced, like, every game, but, like, it influenced the future of Sonic for at least 5 or 6 years, easily. Sonic 06 is why we got this game, because this game came out in 2010, 4 years later. And it was obvious, like, Sega wanted nothing to do with, like, you know, doing these, like, weird kingdoms or, you know, different environments. They're just like, you know what? Make a game where Sonic's in an amusement park, collecting rings and hitting enemies. I do enjoy rolling around at the speed of sound. I know where to go. Got to follow my rainbow. Yeah, no, I do too. I mean, same with Generations, which is literally just a bunch of Sonic's best levels put into a bigger 3D setting. But, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it kind of got to a point, and we might even still be at that point, where, okay, you know, Sega pulled it back. You know, they did Sonic Colors, they did Sonic Generations. Now, when do we start seeing kind of that more creative approach again? I feel like we really haven't. Like, you know, Sega realized they can make games like this, get 7 out of 10 reviews, and sell a decent number of copies. And that's good enough for them. Like, they don't really want to go back to weird stories with, you know, maybe more gameplay styles like Sonic Adventure 2 had. Because to them, it's just not worth the return on investment. Like, I'm not even a business person, and I can kind of understand that. Like, what's the motivation for Sega to really go all out on that creativity? I can swear you'd go that way. Now, Sonic Frontiers tried to do both, and it really did. It tried to have a more bizarre story. It had a bigger environment. Definitely had a bigger budget, despite all the pop-in. Okay, that, I guess. But yeah, I do feel like Sonic 06 affected Sega so much that for years they were just kind of like, you know what, let's not even try to make this interesting. Let's just, not that this can't be interesting, but like, let's just go as basic as we can, you know, throw in a couple things here and there. I mean, it's a smart approach at some point, but eventually you got to kind of get off the training wheels and kind of get back to doing what you did. But again, it's also a completely different Sonic team now. Likely. I mean, I don't know how long somebody works at Sega for, but I find Sonic and Miku Expo 2025. Alright. Apparently Toaster's just going to keep saying good jobby Bobby until the stream ends, which at this point won't be much longer if you keep saying good jobby Bobby. More of this shit right now. Garfield Miku. I saw the Garfield. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Like, I thought she'd be like a literal cat. She just kind of dressed like Garfield a little bit. Apparently they're making it like another Garfield movie that I may or may not see. That's one that I wouldn't see when it came out. I might see it like on Netflix if it ever came to Netflix. Blockbuster 2. I mean, I do enjoy Blockbuster 2. Oh, nah, what's my name? I think it's Toaster Cartridge, but I'm not always sure. He really does. That was completely off the cuff, obviously. I did not write that line. That was just in there. After you swing the... No, that's like... After I swing the floppy swords, that's like scene... That's an earlier scene. I know what you're talking about. The floppy swords thing is when we're trying to make the pirate movie, which is like earlier in the movie. I mean, there is a sword in the final scene of Blockbuster 2. Or one of the final scenes. But the scene you're talking about... There's a few scenes, actually, where I reference Sonic. There's another scene way earlier in the movie at a park we go to where I say, oh, Sonic could beat Iron Man. And he goes, really? Explain your logic. Well, I mean, he fights robots all the time. A guy in a metal suit is nothing different. That's where we're also swinging. There's really a bunch of scenes where they're swinging swords. Like, I don't know why. Toaster and his friend Arkai are just, like, standing there swinging around that stupid plastic sword. Like, that actually happens maybe 5 times in the movie at various points before we even get to the final battle. So I think he might have the sword in his hand at that last scene when he's talking about Sonic Colors. But that is a random-ass detail to remember. But I actually remember that movie very well, even though it's 13 years now. In fact, God, next week, May 24th is 10 years since Blockbuster 3. I released it May 24th, 2014. Now, that movie was a trip. That movie had so much ambition. Now, I'm not going to say it's Sonic 06, because I actually thought it was better than that. Yeah, he broke my guitar. I let him, because I literally got like 3 of those kind of guitars. So at the time, we were just kind of like... Actually, I think I broke that guitar. I think I, like, took the guitar... I mean, again, we knew it was coming in the scene, but because he kept playing it, and I just said, oh, here, let me see that. And I just started smashing it, like, against a tree. But that was my guitar. It was just meant to be a funny little scene. Like, there was a whole lot of strategy to that scene. Not even like there was any significance to it either. I do enjoy eating anxiety. I don't even know if I'm really going to eat breakfast, because this is one of those situations where the stream's going to end, and then I'm probably going to go take a shower. I'm going to get ready for work, but I am going to eat lunch. So I do enjoy me some lunch.
Almost made it.
What the fuck? Time to die again. I will say, one of the few graphic improvements they made to this game that I actually agree with. Yes, I will eat Mountain Dew. But one of the few graphic improvements I agree with is kind of like the dance lighting on the bottom of this level. It makes it look a little bit better. The original game looked a little flat in this particular level. But even up here, we're back to kind of that fake, shiny, plastic look. Like, it's not as good. There's a couple levels that I think they actually made look better with it. This is not always one of them, but that one part I thought looked better than the original game. And again, I'm only going by what I remember from the Wii version, which, if you go back to the Wii version, it's actually not a bad-looking game for a Wii game. Like, that's to me is what makes this remake kind of insulting. It's like, you know, when this game first came out, I feel like Sega maximized what the Wii could do. But this came out on PS4. Like, they had so much more to work with, and they basically just made the game look the same. Except maybe they sharpened a couple corners. Like, you have to really look to try to, like, see what the hell they did to improve the graphics of this game. And I'm not saying they had to make them, like, 4K or anything, but I mean, like, damn, like, they couldn't do anything more than this. I mean, I am on YouTube, just under a different name. I've been on YouTube longer than I've been on Twitch. Like, this level to me just feels like, and like I said, some of them feel better than others. This one just feels super, I don't know how to describe it, but it ain't great. I mean, I love this level in the game. I love Starlight Carnival, but just graphically, like on the Wii, like I said, on the Wii, this was a great job. This is like where Sega kind of like shoots himself in the foot. It's like, good job 2010 Sega, and like bad job 2021 Sega, because like this game came out in 2021 with a lot more, you know, graphical ability, and it looks basically the same to me. Like, the few areas that it changes the graphics, I think are actually worse, with a few exceptions. I've heard this question before. In principle, yes, but again, this is like modern Sega we're talking about, and even though they could just, you know, like study those games, I feel like there's a way to do it, yes. So I think a game in that style would be good, but would this Sega be capable of it? I mean, I've played fan games that play like Sonic Adventure that are pretty damn good, but Sega just doesn't seem to give a shit. I'm just going to be honest when it comes to stuff like that. Like, they would take the Sonic 3D engine, whatever they use to make Sonic Adventure, and I feel like they can make a competent game, but with a different real, it looks 15. The Xbox Sonic game with a different real world. Oh, Sonic Unleashed? Yeah, that's a great game. That's what I call Sega when they gave a shit. Like, that was the epitome of it. But yeah, these graphics here, where they actually add the lighting in the background, that wasn't in the original Sonic Colors. The little strobe lights going back and forth and sort of the colored background. So I think that actually looks decent with the lasers and everything. Like, it's not amazing, but it's a graphic touch that adds a little depth to this world that I'm okay with. I really am. Like, more of that would have been appreciated for other levels, because a lot of times they don't do anything to the lighting. They just kind of keep it the same, or they make it look even flatter. So I think in this case, it actually adds a little bit. Not a lot. But unfortunately, the lasers are only in certain parts of this level anyway. So, like, once you get up here, you don't even really see them anymore. I always thought this level was weird, the way you have to traverse it. Yeah, that's another thing, is Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic Generations to a degree, like they really use the graphical power of the Xbox 360, which, you know, is a pretty decent console, but, like, even today, those games have not aged badly. I have to go sell weed all day, but make McDonald's pay. Well, at least McDonald's is paying for the weed. Everybody, the weed today is brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. The weed, that is. I'm loving the weed. More weed right now. So this game actually, chronologically, not the remake came out a lot later, but chronologically, as I just almost died there, this game came out right after Sonic Unleashed, which is the aforementioned real-world locations. So it's kind of like the Wii game, like, you know, like everyone got the big, you know, blockbuster game that was Sonic Unleashed, and then Sega's like, let's give the Wii people something unique for them, so they got Sonic Colors, which actually was a really good game. Bobby ate edibles. Well, I don't know. It'd be interesting, I guess. Not sure if it would be interesting in a good way or not. More Sonic Colors Ultimate right now. Hey, an A rank. Hey, that's my best score. I just kind of went straight to the end of the level. I didn't get caught up exploring that bottom part like you sometimes can. That's the thing about Sonic Colors that is underrated, that they didn't do in Generations. They really haven't done it since in a 3D game. The exploration in these kind of levels, because you can beat Sonic Colors like really fast, and you can go through the linear levels like I've been doing and beat them in a few minutes each. But there are areas underneath the level. There's other pathways. You'll see it more in some of the later stages, obviously, but that's something that I appreciate as a longtime Sonic fan, that you can beat it A to B, but there's also like secret paths and stuff. Sonic Forces doesn't do that at all. Like, there might be one path where you can go up or down, that's it, and then they just connect anyway, but, like, Aquarium Park, for example, which is another level in this game, like, there are areas you can see, like, that can make, like, a 2-minute level, like, a 5-minute level, because you just kind of get lost exploring them. Like, that's kind of stuff I like. You know, I don't need it to be every level, but it's nice that it's there. Sonic Forces never even tries that. Knuckles' favorite food, believe it or not, is grapes. I only know that because of the Sonic 3 instruction manual and the fact that the Sonic movie and the accompanying Knuckles series seems to like to pound that into your face, but I don't make that up. That was the old lore. I mean, he might like other foods too, but that's all they ever mention is grapes. Like, just grapes. I don't know. It's like not grape juice, not grape, like, cake or something. What the hell's grape cake? But just grapes. Just popping them in his mouth like fucking candy. I don't know. The Sonic boss feels so old school. Like it's kind of cool, you know. It's just go after Robotnik or whoever's driving this thing, and, you know, stay away from the lasers. Homing attack it till it dies. Sonic Maurice Hedgehog, yes, that is technically his middle name in the comics, or you could say Gwapes if you want to sound all ooh or whatever. Yeah, I said ooh. I know more words than I let on. I just don't feel like acknowledging them. Like, people do these, like, anime-type things. Like, I know what they're doing. I just don't care. I'm not gonna... First of all, I'm too old to be doing that shit, even if I was into it. Second of all, I'm not into it. Like, and I was like that in high school, too. Like, even when I was young. Like, if there was something that was popular, it's like, yeah, I understood the lingo. I just didn't want to do it. Like, I was just like, this is dumb. I'd rather just pretend I don't know what it is than actually participate in it. That's just me, though. Maybe that just makes me, like, culturally irrelevant, but I'll take the hit on that. Also really like the space background. Ooh, space. Exactly. Like whatever that bullshit was. YOLO I like. I don't know when YOLO came around. I mean, like 2009, 2010, people started saying YOLO. I liked YOLO. Even though it's supposed to mean you only live once. Like, it's supposed to be like this epic anthem. I remember there was like a YOLO song. Like, it's like, YOLO, you only live once, do dangerous stuff or whatever. And now it's kind of turned into like this casual thing, at least among our friends, where we just say it. Like, we'll be like, oh, we're watching TV, YOLO. Like, it really doesn't have that significance at all. I'm gonna check, the options satellite. No, where is it? Maybe it is the options satellite. I want to see where you buy the cosmetics. Let's see if I can trick out my Sonic. YOLO, exactly, that's it. That's where I got that idea, because we just use it like as a greeting or as a reaction. We don't even use it as a statement. It doesn't mean you only live once. I mean, it does, but we just go, YOLO, I'm freaking Sonic, like, whatever. You only live online. In my case, I do, actually. I live online more than I live... Well, I won't say that. It's a little depressing. Actually, lately I've been a lot more in real life based, which is why you haven't seen me online. But here's somebody you haven't seen in a while. I'm Sheriff Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy. Oh, hold on, and now we gotta do the stupid Sonic one again. YOLO, I'm Sonic. Yo, why you got me with a shark, man? Like, it's just bizarre. I mean, I'm talking to a Sonic doll. I think this whole thing's a little bizarre. Yeah, you right. Alright. What's funny is I genuinely don't... Oh, by the way, this is a new Sonic shirt I got that I think is pretty cool. But anyway, I don't even, like, know what I'm going to say when I do those YOLO I'm Sonic things. Like, those are almost completely, like, improv outside of the actual part where I say YOLO, YOLO, I'm Sonic. You know what? I'm going to bring back his white gloves. I don't need him to have weird-ass fucking gloves. What else do we have? I can do some Jade shoes. A lot of these I haven't even bought yet. I kind of like the blue shoes. I'll equip those. What else do we have for shoes? Chrome purple shoes. I kind of like the chrome shoes. Chrome blue shoes almost match him too much. Do they have chrome red shoes? Like, kind of like his regular shoes with chrome? That kind of looks like his regular shoes, even though they're orange. I have so many coins. I didn't realize I had this many coins. Dotted shoes, I don't really like. The cosmic shoes, I'll buy them. I'm not going to wear them right now, but... Tie-dye shoes, tiger shoes, zebra shoes, zagged shoes. See, this is where Sega tries to, like, you know, convince you that you get value for your money. Because, oh yeah, we added all these, you know, little custom options here, like, believe it or not, it is coins, because you collect those little gold coins in the level. They're called park tokens. So technically, they're not called coins, they're called tokens. That's how you buy the cosmetics. That's your, I guess, extra incentive to replay the game. Chrome, oh, they do have chrome red shoes. Yeah, we do chrome red shoes, and then it's like his regular shoes, but chrome. So now you can have different auras when he runs. I don't necessarily always like them. I find them a little distracting. They're also hella expensive. That's what I had on right now. I do default. I don't need that. Alright, boost trail I will change, though. I like the ice boost. I don't like the floral boost enough to buy it. That's really all they have. I'll do the ice boost just because even though it says ice, I like that it's kind of like a blue effect. Yeah, you can also buy the icon. You can buy the icon that appears in the top right of the screen that you almost never look at. Which I think is ridiculous. So that's why I don't spend a lot of money on these things. Supersonic I don't have yet because I have to get a certain number of, whatever. I have 4 out of 7 Chaos Emeralds, 152 out of 180 red rings. How do I say Hey Arnold in German? I'm sorry. It'd be probably Hey Arnold or Hallo Arnold. Or Gustig Arnold, like greetings Arnold. It'd be Arnold either way. That's all I'm trying to say here. Okay, well that killed a few minutes. Let's get back into the adventure, shall we? Yeah, so you can see in the corner there, underneath red rings, I have 397 park tokens. Token square? A token square in this game would be a square that gives you a whole shit ton of tokens. Guten Tag, Arnold. Hey, I'm surprised you knew that one. Like, as far as that greeting. This level, the graphics look decent. I'm not going to say they look amazingly better, but they did tweak them a little bit. Like, this is a perfectly capable way to play Sonic Colors. Like, I'm not saying this is a bad, like, port of the game. I just feel like the original game was more ambitious than the remake, which I guess that's gonna be the case unless they did something significant, like... I mean, hell, I'll even say, as much as I like the remake of Super Mario RPG, like, other than the graphic improvements, like, the original almost felt more ambitious. I don't know. Hey does not mean... No, I know it doesn't. Guten Tag's like good afternoon or something. Or good day. Yeah, I'm about to die. Right in the purple stuff that Mario always dies in the forest level. They also added the Tails Revive in this game. Like I said, they made the only features they added to this game made it easier. It was not a very difficult game. But it's like, if you fall at a level, Tails will just pick you up and put you back on the track. Like, that's like... Again, not like, you know, you still have to play it, you still have to beat it, but... Oh, time for this to happen. Sega heard me talking about their game and saying it was too easy, so they decided to put it into glitch mode. Volkswagen. Which I believe is like the people's wagon or power wagon. Well, what does folk mean? It means like, I thought it meant power, but it can also mean like people, I thought. Oh shit, I saw the red ring. How the hell did I miss that? Like, I go that way all the time. Wow, I'm just stupid. Ooh, the clip of the week. What's really funny is nobody redeemed the clip of the week last week, so I'm just gonna keep it what it was and just start the week now, so. Let's get that clip of the week going. You know what? I'm going to back away. Go ahead. I'm going to say, if you're dumb enough to hit that. It hit it! How? How the hell did it hit that? I'm done. I just, oh my god, I just this far to its right and it hits it. Come on. Give me a goddamn break. Alright, that was fun. Alright, this time go on the ceiling when you do that. Or just do that again. Thanks, Tails. I've got like, what, 100 of these? 96 of these? It drives in a straight line. God, that game frustrated me so much. It's like this truck drives in a straight line and just like hits whatever. It's like the dumbest fucking truck I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Not that I'm that smart right now to be talking.
I'm on my way.
The game was very okay. Like, it's basically a glorified demolition derby, except you're just destroying buildings, and I don't know. It was okay. Like, it had some funny moments, but not really funny like they were supposed to be funny. But hey, you know what? You like the game, that's cool. I'm sure other people like the game too. There's got to be a reason why they ported it to the N64 service, because I always thought it was random as hell. I'm like, why would they port that game? Nice. Die Stimmung der Woche. For you. I mean, yeah, no, it's not much of a story. Trust me, I caught that. Yeah, I mean, as far as, like, you want to compare Sonic Colors to Sonic Forces, maybe it's an opinion thing. I mean, if you've seen this game, you've seen Forces, if you think this game looks more fun or less fun, that's your opinion. I think it's more fun. I played both. I mean, I've played Sonic Forces quite a while, too. As much as I don't love the game, you know, I want to give it a fair chance. So I didn't just play it, like, once and put it down. Like, I played all of it. Multiple times, and I just never have any more fun any other time I play it. I think the only time I enjoyed it at all was the first time, because I didn't know what was coming, and even then, it was like, There were so many moments in Sonic Forces where it looked like it was going to get good, and it didn't. Like, there's a part in one of the levels where Sonic, like, latches onto, like, this flying kind of Star Wars-looking glider, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be pretty cool. It ends in, like, a second. You just homing attack off of it, and then you're at the end of the level. Like, there were so many moments like that in Sonic Forces where you're like, okay, this is different. This might go somewhere, and it doesn't. And this happens, like, again and again. So by the time you get to the end of the game, 90 minutes later, you're like, wow, what did I just play? Like, this was supposed to be, like, this epic... Because it was supposed to be the Sonic 25th anniversary game. It just came out a year later. And it's like, what was this? Like, again, it didn't feel bad. Like, now that I know what's coming, I replay it and just kind of accept it for what it is. But the first time I played it, it was like, a couple good boss battles, and otherwise I'm like, what is going on here? I wanted to like it more than I did, and I gave it a fair chance. I actually got it for Christmas 2017. All right, good. I'm not necessarily arguing with you so much as just like saying what I like. Whereas this game, the first time I played it, I was like, oh, this is really interesting. Like I didn't think they were gonna do this again. Like some of these level designs remind me of like classic Sonic, like actual classic Sonic, like Sonic 2, Sonic 3, but with new levels. And the color powers kind of add a little layer of exploration. I kind of like how, like, some of them are kind of like having a Lightspeed Dash, except the Lightspeed Dash technically isn't in this game, but I like the way they kind of incorporate it. Same with other things. It's like kind of like flying maneuvers. Like, I thought this was almost like a test run for having multiple playable characters, because if you get the green one, you kind of fly like Tails, and there's other things that kind of remind me of the other characters, so I'm like, this is almost like if they wanted to bring back playable characters, this is like their testing ground for how they could like incorporate those moves into Sonic's, arsenal without just making Tails playable. Because for some reason, they're still very much against having multiple playable characters, with the exception of that recent Sonic Frontiers DLC, which I thought actually did a decent job for something that Sega has not done in a long time. Like, I will give Sega credit if I think they did a good job on something. I want to. I mean, I'm a huge Sega fan, so I want Sega to succeed. I'm not sitting here like, gee, Sega sucks. Like, no, I want to, root for Sega. Like, I want to be like, hey, that was awesome. Good job. That's how I felt after this game. I was like, this is not a masterpiece, but it was fun. Good job. At the end of the day, that's all I want to do, just have fun playing a game. And even so many years later, I can boot this game up once in a while and have fun with it, and that's an accomplishment. Like, a lot of times you don't really know how good a game is until, well, sometimes you know right away, but sometimes it's like, years later, do I still want to play it? Am I still thinking about it? And if you are, I think that means it was a good game. You can argue to what degree it's a good game, but I'm not sitting here going, boy, I want some Sonic Forces right now. Like, if Sonic Forces showed up, I'd play it, but I'm not like, God, craving some of that Forces action. I'm about to die. Oh, Sonic! He's so concerned. Oh, I completely wasted that laser. What a waste of laser it was. Who's gonna win Tyson? I'm not even sure I understand the question. I'll say Tyson Fury because that's a pretty badass name, even though the other name sounds like they're also pretty good. And I don't know enough about it to say, so yeah. Like, Tyson Fury sounds like a freaking DLC character in a fighting game, like Mike Tyson, but like super form or something. I don't know. Super Mike Tyson. Even though Mike Tyson doesn't box anymore. Maybe he does. I don't even know. Like, I didn't even know The Rock still did stuff like actual wrestling. I knew he still was doing promoting for things, but that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess it's one of those things, when you're a big wrestler like The Rock was, and I guess still is, that's not something you just give up on. It's part of your life. I mean, I can't imagine when he's like 60, 70, he's going to be doing it, but he's not that old yet where he can't do it at all. Hey, yo. I always like this level. Like, I like the industrial mix with the grass and the mountainside. Like, it's a pretty decent level. Mike Tyson is... See, there you go. Like, I'm not saying he can't still do it. Wasn't Jake Paul, like, not even... I don't know. Like, he's a real boxer, I guess, in the sense that he's boxed, but, like, I didn't think he was, like, a real, like, celebrity, other than he just boxes real boxers. I could be naming anything as somebody else, but I feel like Jake Paul does these little gimmick things more often than, like, hey, he's a real, legitimate boxer. Alright, where's Act 4? Nobody tell me. There it is. More, right now. Do. Tyson Fury was named. How you not? Oh, I see. Like his parents named after him. Felt like he just named himself. Like he's like, I've won so many matches in a row that I'm just gonna call myself Tyson Fury because I'm Mike Tyson. I actually really like this level. I like the verticality of the design. It's got some pretty decent platforming challenges in it. Imagine that, platforming in a Sonic game. Oh, it'll be good. I really am dead. I really am dead again. Oh, look at Sonic. Yeah, thanks, Tails. You put me at the frickin' checkpoint. Like, there's no lives in this game, so I didn't really lose any progress. I was gonna go back to that checkpoint anyway, but now I get the pleasure of getting a ride from Tails. I guess that's the big difference here. That's the selling point. All that so I could just get on a bigger blocky platform. And then die again. Okay, see, at least here he puts me down like where I left off. So that's something, I guess. Alright, well, I hope he does it again, because, yep. I'm worried.
No worries,
I'm extremely worried. Thanks to you, Tails, the worries are gone. Thank you for that. Thank you, friend. Garlic hamster. That would be unusual now, wouldn't it? Why did it tell me to do that? And I feel like that just took me further down the level. It did take me further down the goddamn level. Onion rat. Alright. This Sunday, Garlic hamster versus the onion rat. It's not even like a wrestler name. It's just there. It's literally a garlic hamster versus an onion rat. God damn it again. I don't know why it's so hard for me to homing attack that enemy. Oh, we got the Carrot Cat coming in for a cameo, I guess. Whee! Alright. Somehow I missed all that. Apparently there's more animals. I would save these ideas for, like, I don't know, like a kid's show or something where I feel like these ideas would play better. Why am I going in circles here? And now I'm dead. I do enjoy tofu, freaking lizard. That was I was not expecting that one. I was not that I was expecting any of these, but tofu fucking lizard, that's ridiculous. Okay, don't I just go this way? There we go. Yeah, that really does just get me right to the goal. I know I kind of sucked at that level, but I still enjoyed it moderately. Lasagna iguana. Alright, so it's an edible freaking... Well, they're all edible. Alright, I guess we're just typing in words that are either animals or food and kind of mashing them together. More mashing them together right after this. Hey, yo. What was that? That was Act 5. Was that Act 5 or Act 4? Oh, it's Act 4. Oh, alright. This is one of the longer levels in the game. We'll see how long right now. I'm missing not one, but 2 red rings. Hold on. Ah, the old hamburger horse. No, I already got the freaking red ring that was over here, but I'll gladly eat all these things. I do enjoy eating all these things. We're not talking about the robots this time. Well, I could be. The hardest level to find all the red rings is honestly Aquarium Park, which is the next level after this. There's a lot of other routes in that level. Pudding Fox. What does the Pudding Fox say? Probably a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ice cream. Did you already do rabbit? I guess not. I'm actually looking back here, looking at all the ones you've already done. You've got quite a few animals there represented in various food types for some reason. Reasons I'll never understand, but hey, it's not for me to know. Act 6. I'm missing 2 red rings. Oh, yeah. Oh, no! I really am dead. I was gonna say, what's Tails gonna put me on the rail, like, right in the middle? He really is.
You, Sonic.
Oh, no! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Red ring. You're actually supposed to fall through there to get the red ring? Now I gotta hit that rail down there. That's interesting. Alright, well, I found one. I honestly did not... I didn't know you could fall through there, first of all. I thought that was just like an instant death, but... Yeah, this level design is so much better than Forces. I'm trying to crap on Forces some more. Not that anybody asked me to, but... Oh, god damn it again. Alright, find that. Alright, hold on. There's a green power-up right there, which of course just went out of range, but I got it. There we go. I guess we passed that. Okay, I feel like there's gotta be a red ring in here somewhere. No, there was, but I got it. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm pretty good at spotting where they might be. But it's grayed out already, which means I already got it. Whoa! I really am dead again. Well, at least I'm making use of those tail saves. Heyo.
No worries, Sonic.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I just made the same goddamn mistake. I really did. More mistakes right now.
I'm on my way.
Hold on. There's gotta be a secret up here. Maybe I've already gotten it, maybe I haven't. Fuck. Okay. I think I've been up here before. Yep, that's the secret. Like I said, I usually know where they are. So I don't know which one I'm missing. Fuck. God damn it again. So I found nothing, and now I gotta start this whole part again. More repetition right now. Like, you can make this game harder for yourself if you try to find the red rings, but if you don't give a crap about that, you can pretty much blast through it. My favorite law is the law of the coal. Alright. Oh, the coal's law, I get you. Well played. Alright, so going that other way doesn't really benefit you unless you're looking for that 5th red ring, which it looks like I've already found. So the 4th one, I either already missed it or it's somewhere earlier on this, like, long, climby part. Hey, I sneezed! No, I guess that's the end of that. That was a legitimate sneeze. That wasn't one of those cheap sneezes either. That was a real fucking sneeze right there. Sometimes you have those sneezes where it just kind of sounds like bleh. Like it doesn't really sound much like a sneeze. God damn it. I saw another button I hadn't tried hitting before. Maybe I'll try hitting it now. That is a fair question. Like, when do you draw the line at, like, what a sneeze is and what a sneeze isn't? And that is not an easy question. I wouldn't want to have to answer that. Okay, there's another secret path. An uncharted space. Okay, I did not realize that there's another on the other side, but I have a feeling it's just going to go to the same place. Just on the side. It's something. I don't know if it's intense, but it's something. I'm going to laugh at this. Can I go higher than this? No. It caps you. I'm going to say I could probably just jump into the goal from here, which I did, because I'm kind of getting just tired of this. Well, I found another red ring, so that's cool. Ooh, the confetti cannon. That's one we don't see often. Hey, yo. Look at all that confetti. It's an alright amount. As far as confetti goes. More right now. Alright, so we are about to face the Zone 4 boss. There are 6 stages in this game, plus a 7th bonus final level. So I guess there are 7 levels in this game. I should just let off with that. It's basically a slightly harder version of the first boss, which was also not very difficult. Ooh, lasers! I usually don't get to this phase of this boss, because I usually just kill it before it even gets this far. Okay. Ow. Ow. And I was gonna say, I think that's it. I love when the boss starts, like, shooting out rings. It looks like it's shooting, like, you know, stuff at you, but it's actually shooting out rings. That usually means, that always means that it's dead. Like, you have killed the boss. And what a boss it kinda sorta was. Ooh, hydrate. Don't mind if I do. But first, let's break these numbers up and see what we get. While breaking the numbers. Yeah. There you go. Alright. Now we can hydrate. There you go. Alright, we'll keep playing a little bit more. Sonic Colors action, nothing wrong with that. Mountain Dew, yes. Mountain Dew Baja Blast, to be exact. Alright. Here we go. One of my favorite levels of the game, Aquarium Park. But this is also where it's really hard to find the red rings because of all the paths to go. It's sort of a double-edged sword, but I do freaking love this music, so I'm not going to complain about that. Heyo. Woo! Oh yeah. Heyo, heyo, Brad, whoever that is, and garlic spread. You know, Brad. Baja, I do enjoy Baja Chinese food. Yeah, this is a live stream. A little Sonic Colors in the morning. We got Lena Rem, garlic bread, workers bled today. You know, hopefully it gets better. It really was supposed to be bread. I thought it was Brad from the bread department. Good job, Brad from bread. More Sonic Colors Ultimate. It's a very selective wall kick, where sometimes you can wall kick stuff and other times you just bounce off it. But you can stay out of the water altogether if you have enough boost. But even if you don't, it's not hard to get out of the water. I thought this game actually, how do you not know? You work there. I don't know. I'm just making up names. Of course, now I find the frickin', what do you call it? The laser power-up I needed, but I don't think I can get back up there. Can I? Well, actually, hold on here. It's such an uncomfortable-looking wall kick, but yeah, you can. Alright. I don't know if this is going to do anything, but it's kind of fun to watch. Okay, yeah, you kind of end up in the same place you would have anyway. Well, that's still a nice little Easter egg of a route. Like, not every route in this game takes you somewhere completely different. Yes, I heard you the first time, Baja Chinese food. Which is about all you can get at the Crystal Mall, by the way. I mean, there is the Japanese place. You get Baja Japanese food. But there's literally 2 restaurants in our food court, and they're both roughly the same goddamn thing. Did you ever? No, I really did not. I mean, I like the WWE game. I don't know that I'd want the other version of it, you know, the AEW one. But, I mean, good for them for making one. I'm always supportive of sports video games in general. Did you get it? You've been playing a lot of Fight Forever. I can't really stick around. Hopefully, if you, well, we'll see. I'm kind of getting toward the end of the streaming action, but if I wasn't, oh boy. Tell Brad I said hello. More right now. I am going to find this red ring. I'm probably not. So just ignore that. What do they have for food? Well, if you like Asian food, they got quite a lot. They got Wok Express. They got Sarku Japan. And that's it. I used to think I was making that up, but nope, that is literally it. The food court itself is bigger than the 2 restaurants combined that are in it. Like, it's this big area around 2 measly restaurants. I'm not saying the food isn't good, but you need more than 2 restaurants to have a successful food court. That's just me. I'm not even a food court expert, but I can tell you that food courts need more than 2 restaurants. 2 restaurants does not a food court make. That's the only couple ways I know how to say that sentence, but you get the point. There needs to be more restaurants at the food court, just like there needs to be more employees at Atlantic Coast Entertainment, but that's another story also. More Sonic Colors right now. But yeah, I will say, I always, and I still like this game, but I always liked it because I never knew, like, what the next level was going to be. Like, there's always kind of like this, sometimes you're in these, like, little 2D obstacle courses, sometimes it's a full-fledged thing, like, yeah, that's what made it remind me. I always considered this like the modern classic Sonic game. Like, it takes elements from classic Sonic, but puts them in 3D, and there's different gimmicks. Like, it always felt like a more natural evolution of classic Sonic, while also being its own thing. Like, it's still a main 3D Sonic game. Like, it's not a 2D game. It's not like Sonic Mania or Sonic Superstars, but I feel like I do this every single time I play this game. Like, literally, I'm about to die again. Every single time I play this game, I go through all this, you know, the reasons why I like Sonic Colors so much. There isn't many. You know what I've seen some people do, which I've considered doing, and I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, but, like, they'll get, like, Buffalo Wild Wings to go and eat it at the food court. Like, they'll be sitting there with, like, a box of the, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings chicken. So it's almost like you're going to the food court, getting, like, to go or whatever, but you're still just getting from a restaurant that's, like, in the mall. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that completely, but... I was gonna say, I knew there was a red ring up there. It's always really hard to get. I mean, there's not really much anything at the Crystal Ball. Like, even store-wise, there's not a lot. Ah, Burger King was great. I mean, I can still remember. I don't know why I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking of the day I got Wario World on GameCube. It was like 2004, whenever that game came out. Like, I went with my mom, you know. She went shopping. I went to GameStop. We met at the food court. And I can remember, like, I used to do this all the time when I bought games. Remember when the games had instruction manuals? Like, I would just, like, open the game case and start reading the instruction manual while I'm eating my Burger King. Like, that was, like, the shit. Like, I love doing that. You know, it's like, cool, I got this new game, you know, I'm gonna, like, read about it while I eat my Burger King, you know, get my double cheeseburger and fries or whatever, like, that was great. Even if I didn't get a new game, it was just nice to have it. And that would always be, like, the break in the middle, like, 'cause you'd go to the mall, you'd go to a couple stores, and then you would go for the food break, you know, you'd go to Burger King or Taco Bell or something, you'd eat, and then you'd go on part 2 of the mall shopping. Now there's not enough stores to even have a part 2. Like, that's it. Like, there's only 3 stores to go to. Like, what's part 2 gonna be? There is no part 2. That's the part. That's where I'm... So, apparently... I thought you could go another way here. There's one level where you can actually go 2 completely different ways, if you so choose. Whoa, don't go there. It's all spiked balls. Oh, wow. I'm missing 3 red rings in this level. And yes, you can drown if you stay underwater too long. You know who's awesome? It's probably going to be somebody I hate, but go ahead. So, Mr. Rogers is awesome. Yeah, alright. I'll go with that. Otherwise known as Fred Rogers. Yeah, that whole neighborhood going on there. I thought that was gonna, like, supersede the fans. I didn't realize the fans were directly above me like that. More right now. Oh, shoot. I saw a red ring. It's like you have to go through these little spike balls really carefully. Got it. Let's say, because if you miss, I think if you get hit by one of those, you get, like, thrown out to the degree where you can't even, like, go back and get it. Right now, obviously, I'm still missing 2 other red rings. Somehow. I don't know where they were. Probably under the water there. Probably under the only part of the level they could be under, which is under the water. But I digress. To enjoy just frenzying the hell out of these enemies, though. I do enjoy missing the gold ring and then having to awkwardly hobble over to it. There we go. Oh, that was my best score in that level. Oh, me. I'm okay. I'm an okay kind of guy. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? What's great about Mr. Rogers is, and I'm hoping nothing ever comes out about him. Like, you feel like he'd be the kind of guy, kind of like a Bill Cosby or something, where, like, usually the more friendly somebody is with kids, the more stuff you learn later in life, like that they were being creepy or whatever. Like, as far as I know, nothing ever came out about him being, like, you know, a pedophile. I'm just trying to think of, like, a nice way to say it. Like, nothing ever came out about him being, like, a drug dealer or anything like that. Like, he was a genuinely good guy who made shows, you know, not for any other reason than, like, just to make them. Like, to help kids. Like, that's what I mean. Like... But there are so many of those, though, where, like, you find out later, like, oh, you know, this guy who made this cartoon we really liked was actually, like, a freaking, like, rapist. Like, you know, like, there's a lot of good people out there, but, like, unfortunately, there's people who look good who aren't. So, like, and I'm just really glad that nothing ever came to light. I'm not saying there isn't anything, but nothing ever came to light about him, like, secretly having an affair or something. Like, I don't know. That's almost the problem, is he's almost so squeaky clean that if anything came out, it would be worse than if it came out like anybody else. It's like, we all have our skeletons in the closet, but, like, for Mr. Rogers, it would just be a complete mind fuck if, like, you even found out one bad thing about him. Why the hell did I end up over here? I know I'm missing some red rings here. Yeah, I do too. Something to do with Mr. Rogers, though. Like, there's just something so pure about him. I don't know if I could. Like, I don't know if I could just be like, well, you know what, he did some bad things, but he made that really pleasant kids show. Like, that to me would be... Because that show, I mean, whether or not that was actually his neighborhood, like, that felt like one of the more, like, personal shows. Like, it wasn't just, like, a bunch... I mean, there were made-up characters, but, like, it felt like that was just him talking to you. Like, it didn't feel like, you know, like a Blue's Clues where he also talks to you, but... It's a little bit more fictional. Like, I mean, there was clearly, you know, Mr. Rogers, if anyone's watched the show, which I'm sure most of us have, you know, there was the make-believe part, and then there was, like, the real talking part. And I always liked that, you know, because, yeah, the make-believe part was fun, you know, King Friday and all that, but, like, he also just would sit there and talk to you. Like, he'd be like, you know, here's, you know, what to do if kids bully you. Like, he, like, was, like, really, like, a personable person. Hey, a red ring! Like, not every kid show did that. Like, kid shows were either, like, educational or make-believe. Like, he kind of tried to do both, and he did it in a way that felt like, you know, you really were in his neighborhood, not to sound generic. Like, he'd be like, hey, the mailman's here, you know? Like, I feel like Blue's Clues tried to be him. Like, you know, Steve, you know, hey, friend, you know, like, let's have a good time. And then, of course, stuff came out about Steve. But, like, you know, people have tried to do the Mr. Rogers thing, you know. Maybe not for bad reasons, but it's just, there's only going to be one Mr. Rogers. And obviously, I'm too old to be watching Mr. Rogers now, but I still remember him as a kid, and just, you know, I always liked the show. I think my mom always was like something creepy about him, like the way he talks or whatever. Like, I think there was something out there, maybe not with all adults, but some adults at the time think like, you know, this guy's talking like a little too much to kids, like, and just the way he talks is a little like, I don't know. I personally don't feel that way, but I could actually see where some people would. Again, maybe I'm just biased because I grew up with him. Like, if I had a kid and I was, like, in my 50s watching him, I'd be like, this guy's a little weird. But I like weird, so weird is fine. Hey, yo, that was a fun little level, wasn't it? Skeleton just he beat someone with a belt. I mean, we could just not talk about shit like that, but that's alright. Especially when you phrase it like that, which I can tell you from being there, that wasn't like that. That was Act 4. We go to Act 5. Hey, yo. More, right now. Is this the level where... I was going to say, there's one level where you can take 2 routes. Maybe it's episode 6. Maybe it's Act 6. Okay, yeah, I know this level. This level's just alright. Look how it rains, like, every day. It does seem like at some point it rains. Like, work yesterday, it was, like, really nice when I came in. Then, like, an hour later, I went outside. I'm like, oh, great. I got to get my coat now. They throw these park tokens at you like candy. Very weirdly flavored candy. Would not try eating them. So at this point, I just have to be careful not to touch the, you know, freaking black and red blocks that clearly will explode if I hit them. If they do, look out. Got it. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Alright. Oh, getting close to the end here. Not necessarily the end of the game, but the end of the stream. I was at 5. We'll say this map is arranged a little oddly. I'm actually not going to play the Aquarium Park boss, but I will play Act 6, because I do enjoy Act 6. I want to say, nope, well, maybe it was an act I missed, that we could go 2 different routes. Ooh, fish. Both robotic and regular. See, I've never really gone this way, so... Whoa, 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 there is like another way to go up there. Huh. I don't know how I would get enough speed to get up there, though. So I have to go around the other way, maybe? I say, not really knowing. We'll find out right after this. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Say, the exploration can only go on so long when drowning is the thing. Got it! What a moment that was. Ouch. What a moment that wasn't. God damn it, I really am dying again. I'm not dying now. So I'm definitely not going to find any red rings. I think I need the drill power up to go through some of those pipes. It's likely where they're hidden. Ouch. Oh, there's a drill power up there, but I can't get through it without a drill power up. How's that for a little catch-22? Yeah, there's a lot of secret areas in this particular level. Oh, that's Ghost. I really am working today. What a work it'll be. Oh, damn it. There's gotta be another drill power up around here somewhere. God damn it again. Damn it. God damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on. I'll just jump out and then go back in, see if there's anything else I'm missing. Whoa, hello. I mean, I do enjoy this game. There's actually a couple different ways to go here. I'm going to try this way. Whee! Yahoo! God damn it again. God damn it another time. So even the game doesn't know where to put me here. It's like, okay. Got it. Just in the nick of time. Oh, this one seems to be running out faster than the other one. Whoa. I think like one of these floors has a red ring on it. It might not. Okay, I can't really go that way. You really can't do that. Oh, there's one right there. Fuck. You have to go to like the floor above it, I think. Oh, wait a minute. No, that'll give me that one. It's not going to get me high enough for the other one. You have to go to the floor above it and, like, lapel down, I think. Oh, that's disappointing. Ow. I know I say I'm not really concerned with the red rings, but if I see, like, an obvious way to get one, like, I will try to get it. Ow. Ooh, that thing. Forgot about that thing. Watch out. Ooh, a robot thing. Ooh, another one. Ooh, another one. Oh, it doesn't matter. I beat the level. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Alright. I do enjoy ouch. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, so we're going to do one more level here. We're going to take on Asteroid Coaster Act 1, one of my favorite levels in the game. This level has a very Sonic Adventure 2 feel to it. The space aesthetic, the music. Fun level, though. This is how we're going to close things out for this morning, but I hopefully have entertained you all with my Sonic-related antics here with Sonic Colors Ultimate. And, yeah, that's all I got. Ooh, chomping. Oh, no, I missed one. Oh, I didn't miss one. Oh, no, I missed one. I do enjoy chomping everything, even though this thing is painfully hard to control in 3D. Hard to control in 2D, but 3D, you have a lot more, like, mistakes you can make. Yes, instead of rail grinding, we are coaster riding. Yo. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Woo! Hey, yo. And this part here, which we're about to get to, almost reminds me of like a Mario Galaxy moment with some of this stuff. But we'll find out right now. Whee! Got a little anti-gravity here, gimmick that you don't always see. Hold on, I should go with that frenzy power-up. There really was. Whee! Alright, there you go. A little Sonic Colors Ultimate action for you. Hopefully get your Saturday morning off to a good start. I know mine already is. Got some work later today, but I'll be good with that. Something like that. Yeah, no, it's been fun. As always, appreciate everybody watching some Sonic Colors Ultimate action here with the aforementioned Chaos Blur. And, of course, the Stream Deck may or may not work on that, but that's alright. So, as always, we will see you all in the next one. Stay chaotic. And blur out. That is if this lets me hit the end button, which apparently it's not going to let me hit. Or not the end button, but the button that lets me play my ending graphic. I have a way to end the stream on my phone. Because I clearly cannot end it here. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, this happens sometimes. Apparently there is not a way to end your stream on your app. Oops. And stay in the stream, yeah, apparently. I mean, I'm ready to hit the end button. Which I guess I should have seen coming because my, what do you call it? My counter in Streamlabs has been stuck on an hour and 42 minutes for the last 20 minutes, even though the stream is still playing and I can still read all your Twitch comments. I mean, I could just close out of the program, that would end it. Ayo. Would say I've never seen that before, but I think I technically have. Alright, well, what's everybody up to right now? Ayo. Yeah, I got no buttons. Let me try something.